Hello there guys, and welcome to episode number 6 of the Sheffield Wednesday career mode on EAFC 25. First of all, sorry that this is a little late this week. We've had issues with power cuts, so editing has not gone to plan. I've lost about 5 or 6 cuts of this episode, so yeah, I'd just like to apologise for that. Let's get into the episode. This itself will be a pretty long episode because we're going to do the rest of November and the whole of December in this, so that next time we are together we are in the January transfer window. So yeah, let's, like I said, get into it. Our first game of the episode would be against Millwall, and it took 10 minutes to get going for the only goal of the game, surprisingly. The lowest scoring game so far this season. And Cads would stick it into the top corner and would win the game for us with that goal. Now, we got offered the international job for the Republic of Ireland after this game, and I actually considered it for the simple reason the Charles brothers play there. But all in all, after everything, I did actually just decide to reject it because I only really want to manage England at international level. The second game of the episode would see us face off against Preston North End, a game we actually played pretty well in real life. The first goal of the game here would actually go to Preston, and it is an absolute mess. Eventually fell to Davini 3 times, but on the third attempt he put it away. Pierce Charles probably should do better with that, in all actual fairness, but what do you expect from FC keepers, let's be real. Seriously though, this is a really poor goal to concede. As has been the theme this season with my 2 wingers, Jamal Lowe would run through, his shot would be saved, but Ugbo would pick up the rebound and put it into the net. That has been a very big theme this season actually. One winger would have his shot saved and the other would be there on the rebound. Brilliant work from us. And we equalised. At this point, I think it was deservedly so. I think we had been on top for quite a while. And then guess who? Charlie McNeil. Bannan to the touchline, played it back in. There's McNeil. We were 2-1 up, and as a result, we would go on to win the game against Preston. It had to be McNeil. I think it was on a 2-game goal drought, wasn't he? So it was great to see him back on the score sheet. Now, I'll be honest, I totally forgot that they added this. I just spent a bit of time looking at the manager market, just seeing what's going on with managers at the moment, see if any have left their clubs, etc. I just got a little curious, so I had a look through it. Not any changes in the Prem. I think there may have been 1 or 2 changes in the Championship, and those are the jobs that were available. So yeah, we now jump into the first of the games in focus as we took on Blackburn away from home, the game that in real life didn't make it past the 50th minute. Woo. Spoiler alert, this one does make it past the 50th minute. And the first chance of the game was from an absolute nightmare. I did not mean to throw it there, and I also did not mean to tackle there. But, in the sense of this was Max Lowe's decision, it's a silly decision from Max Lowe, and it's a penalty kick to Blackburn Rovers. Genuinely didn't mean to click the button. Genuinely didn't. So yeah, for once again in the series, we've conceded a penalty. It would be Kai Ogbo who would step up and take it right-footed, and it would be saved by Pierce Charles down to his right-hand side. And unlike in real life, he didn't snap his shoulder in 2 saving this one. On a serious note, get well soon, Pierce. We don't need another Ethan Horvath. So what is the best way to respond to that? It's go down the other end and do this. Ball in from Valerie. Jamal Lowe's header. Keeper probably should do a lot better with it, but it doesn't matter because once again in this series, I don't care how the goals go in as long as they go in. And we take the lead against Blackburn Rovers. Brilliant header in fairness as well from Jamal Lowe. Brilliant cross to start with from Jan Valery. But yeah, if I'm Payers there, I'm disappointed. He's got to save that. Payers has got to save that. That's got no pace in it, and he takes even more pace out of it with his save. So I don't know how he doesn't save that. Blackburn would find themselves back in the game though just a few minutes later. Ball would be pulled back into the striker, saved by Pierce Charles, but he could only put it into Gay's feet, and he fired into the net to get Blackburn their equaliser. I totally forgot Ewood Park was actually in this game, by the way. I can't remember when they added it, but anyway, it looks pretty nice to be fair. They've done a good job with the place. We would then get the chance 5 minutes later to retake the lead. McNeil would run through one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and yeah, by his standard this season, that is a woeful miss from him, and yeah, it remains 1-1. Blackburn would then go down the other end and have a shot themselves that would just go inches wide of Pierce Charles' left hand post, but again, we're under pressure, and a little bit of warning sign there to end the half. Into the second half then, and we would get a quick start. McNeil one-on-one again. This time he bends it round the goalkeeper and gives us a 2-1 lead. Get in. Oh, I thought he'd forgotten how to score for a second when he missed that chance in the first half. Brilliant finish from McNeil. Keeper probably again. Piers should do better at his near post, but it is how it is. Then a absolute gift of a chance for Blackburn, saved by Charles, off the post, saved again by Charles. I have no clue what just happened. What just happened? Somebody tell me. Oh my days, we've just been FIFA'd. We've been saved by FIFA. We've been saved by FIFA. What's going on? Well, we would eventually concede the equaliser. Fun wouldn't last for long. Ball into a Sheff, fires it beyond Charles. Probably should do better himself. Oh well, 2-2. Good finish from a Sheff, to be fair. And Blackburn would actually get a chance to win the game, and honestly I think there may have been better options on here than shooting, but saved by Charles, and that is that. So yeah, a point on the road, not the 3 we came looking for, but a point is a point. And you know, this season has never been about pushing for playoffs or anything. This season's been about staying up, and well, there may not be much risk of that at this moment in time, although I wish I could say the same for real life. After that game, we would tie down our top scorer to a new deal. He got into saying he was happy to stay at the club and would like to enter negotiations, so that is exactly what we did. We tied him down. As this is an extended video, we then decided to simulate the Watford game, and that would turn out to be a 2-1 victory. McNeil with both goals repaying us for his new deal. Derby County would be up next at Hillsborough, of which we would score another rebound goal with Jamal Lowe in the 8th minute. And then with about 12.5 to go, Ugbo would pick the ball up outside the area and fire the ball into the bottom corner beyond Zetterstrom, and that would wrap up 3 points. Unfortunately, clean sheets remain a myth. Caden Jackson would get on the end of a cross to get Derby a late consolation goal. We would then give Bannan another year on his contract. I'm pretty sure this will be the final contract we give him. Ipswich Town were the next opponents, and they would make it 1-0 with 15 minutes gone. Brilliant finish from Schmodix, and yeah, it would be 1-0 then to Ipswich. Brilliant finish Brilliant bit of football, poor defending from us, all in all. And then 5 minutes later, it was 2. This time even worse defending. Schmodix runs through about half our team, 5 beyond Pierce Charles, and we're 2-0 down. I can't remember the last time we were 2-0 down. We would get a goal back 8 minutes later. Charlie McNeil, of course it was, on the score sheet again. Brilliant finish beyond the diving Alex Palmer, but it just wasn't enough overall. The game fizzled out after that. Ipswich controlled it, and unfortunately it would result in a 2-1 loss, and I think our first defeat in over a month or two. We would then draw 1-1 with Hull in a simulation, and then we would finish off the episode with a game against Blackburn Rovers, where 3 first half goals would kill us off early. The second goal of those would be very avoidable, as we would give the ball away in the defensive third very cheaply, and eventually, after a bit of, in fairness, pretty nice football from Blackburn, they would finally get the ball to the goal scorer, who would fire it beyond Pierce Charles, who took a little step the other way to try and close down the initial strike, or well, the initial shooting chance. Instead, they opted to pass it to Todd Cantwell, who had basically an empty net to tap into. And then the third goal was from another penalty and another stupidly late tackle. However, I don't think this is in the box. I really do not think. I think Ingleson is in the box, but I do not think that their man is in the box. But yeah, the third goal, Todd Cantwell would then stick this penalty beyond Pierce Charles to finish the game, and well, surprisingly, we played so woefully in that first half that Blackburn didn't even try in the second half. I know this is the player career mode that this background is from. I'm just using it for the outro because I forgot to record time for an outro. So yeah, that is it for today. Thank you very much for watching. I know it's a longer one than normal, due to the fact that I had issues last week with power, so therefore I have merged 2 episodes together. January's coming up. If you do have any signing suggestions, do let me know in the comments. But yeah, that's it really for today. If you did enjoy, please do subscribe and like the video, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss an upload in the series, which hopefully will be a lot more regular now. But yeah, that's it for today. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.